Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333886.
Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be talking about 18 October current affairs. The session will be very interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Also friends, to all the students who are watching our video for the first time, I'll suggest you all to start making notes, as it will help you a very good habit in the long term, as before exam you will be able to easily revise the current affairs. Let's start. First we are talking about India's first aluminium freight rack at Bhubaneswar railway station was inaugurated by our Union Minister for Railways Ashwini Vaishnav ji, as you can see him in the picture. Highly important friends. Alright, remember this. On 16th of October, our Union Minister for Railways Ashwini Vaishnav flagged off a 61 wagon aluminium racks, that is 61 Bob RNAL HSMI 1. Alright, I repeat, it was a 61 wagon aluminium racks 61. This is the name, that is India's first indigenously built aluminium freight rack at Bhubaneswar railway station. Alright, and where it is in Odisha. That will carry the coal for Hindalco's Aditya smelter in Panga, Odisha, with Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh as its destination. Now question can be asked to you directly, that in which city or in which state India's first aluminium freight rack was recently inaugurated? It was in Odisha. Remember the state's name, it was in Odisha. Highly important. Then remember, this aluminium freight rack is fully designed and developed indigenously in collaboration with RDSO, Hindalco, because as we just mentioned that this will be carrying the coal for the Hindalco's Aditya smelter. Alright, so it was developed by RDSO along with Hindalco and Basco wagon with 100% recyclable material. So question can also be asked, is it made with 100% recyclable material? Yes, it is made of 100% recyclable material. Alright, important. Another thing, these rakes are 3.25 tons lower than the normal steel rakes, which has 180 tons of extra carrying capacity. Alright, so what is the news for the day? The first news is that India's first aluminium freight rakes was recently inaugurated. And what are rakes? As you can see him in the picture, these are like the containers that will help you to transport coal from one location to another. Even recently, there was a news statement by Nirmala Sitharaman that stated that in India, not just in India, all over the world, the production of coal will increase, as we are seeing that the gas and the petrol prices, our crude oil prices are increasing day by day, and that will, as it is not becoming feasible for all the countries all over the world to just be dependent on the gas, natural gas and the crude oil. So we have to shift on to the coal production, because it is a source of a energy that is easily available to each and every country, though it creates pollution, but it easily available for everyone. Next is Prime Minister Narendra Modi has dedicated 75 digital banking units to nation. Highly important. Alright, Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated 75 digital banking units across 75 districts to the nation via video conferencing to ensure the benefits of digital banking reach every corner of India, so that each and every individual in different parts of India can have access to the different services offered during the digital era of India. So, to provide the digital banking facilities to every individual, these 75 digital banking units to nations were offered by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Alright, across 75 districts in India. Another thing, these are set up by the commercial banks that are other than the regional rural banks, alright, or the local area banks with past digital banking experience, and are permitted to open a DBU, that is your digital banking unit, in tier 1 to tier 6 centers. Setting up of a digital banking unit is a joint initiative of the central government, Reserve Bank of India and Indian Bank Association and the participating commercial banks. Alright, and if we talk about IBA, as we just saw that it is a joint initiative of central government, Reserve Bank of India and IBA, that is your Indian Bank Association. So if we talk about Indian Bank Association, who is the CEO here? Chief Executive Officer Sunil Mehta ji. And if we talk about the headquarter, where is the headquarter of this located? It is located in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So remember, recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi has dedicated 75 digital banking units to 75 districts via video conferencing, and these will help us to make India even more digital or more digitized, because it will be providing digital solutions to even in the remote areas to all over the India. Next, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated AIMS in Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. Mark this. Gujarat has launched Atmanirbhar Gujarat scheme 2022 for industries. NABARD sanctioned 222 crore rupees for infrastructure in rural schools in Punjab. Highly important. Alright, take a note of this. Then NTPC signed an MOU with GE Gas Power for hydrogen co-firing in gas turbines. Government has raised a credit guarantee limit for airlines sector. Environment Ministry set up a cheetah task force. Important, take a note of this also. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has inaugurated the Chhattisgarh Olympic. Important. Finland has partnered with Kerala government to replicate the Little KIT's model. Highly important. Hero Motocorp has launched an electric vehicle scooter that was named Vida V1 in India. So question can be asked, Vida V1 is the name of the electric vehicle scooter that was launched by which organization? It was launched by Hero Motocorp. Next news. Important news, friends. Andhra Pradesh government is the top performer in the agriculture and allied GVO. What is a GVO? GVO. Gross value output. Alright, gross value output. So remember, recently a data was released by NSO, that is your National Statistical Office, under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and the data was that Andhra Pradesh has emerged as the top performer in the agriculture and allied GVO, that is your gross value output. This report basically focuses on the value of output from agriculture, forestry, fishing sectors, your dairy sectors, all these sectors are included here, and then your gross value output is released, and the state that is topped here will be Andhra Pradesh. Alright, Andhra Pradesh secured the top position. Apart from this, remember Andhra Pradesh also experienced the highest growth in the agriculture and allied GVO, while the growth in its crop, that is specifically for the agriculture and commercial, was expected or was around 4.48.1% at 80,710 crore rupees in 2019 to 20 compared to 54,555 crore rupees in 2011 to 12. Alright, so just remember, question will be directly asked to you. These datas are not that important, but the question is important, that which is the state that has topped in the agriculture and allied gross value output. And here agriculture and allied are basically which sectors? Agriculture, forestry and fishing sectors that we are talking about. So the gross value output or the total output that is the maximum among the states in India is of Andhra Pradesh, and this data was released by which organization? NSO, National Statistical Organization or Office. National Statistical Office released this data under the Ministry of Statistics, Program and Implementation. Alright, highly important. Next we are talking about Sports Ministry, FSI and NFSU. These three organizations came together to sign an MOU for setting up of testing facility for dietary supplements. What are dietary supplements? Basically, dietary supplements, whenever you go to a gym, alright, basically you need extra supplement to make your body sustain the heavy workout that you are doing. Say for example, bodybuilders usually go for extra high amount of protein powders, they go for different kinds of supplements, multivitamins, they go for different type of fish oil, so that their body can be used to it, their body can have that extra amount of energy when they are spending a lot of hard work and doing a lot of hard work and spending a large amount of energy in working out. So in order to provide a better supplements, so we can say dietary supplements are those substances that are used to add nutrition to the diet, which include vitamins, minerals, herbs or any other dietary ingredient. Now what is the news that we are talking about is that for these dietary supplements, to set up a facility, testing facility for these dietary supplements, an MOU was signed between which organization? That is Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, FSI, that is your Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, and NFSU, that is your National Forensic Science University. So these three organizations came together so to set up a testing facility for dietary supplements. Important. Alright, and it is one of the first steps by the government to achieve the goal of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Highly important, friends. You have to definitely remember this. Alright. And one more thing you need to understand is that you cannot just consume anything to boost your performance. That is the reason there are authorities such as WADA and NADA. WADA is your World Anti-Doping Agency. It keeps on checks on the substance that are prohibited substances, and those substances cannot be consumed by an athlete to enhance their strength or enhance their performance. So if during any event or during an Olympics or Commonwealth game, if found that any athlete has consumed the prohibited substance, so they will be banned or their candidature for that particular event will be cancelled. So WADA and National Anti-Doping Agency, they are the one responsible for the same. Even if we talk about NADA, who will be the brand ambassador? Sunil Shetty is the brand ambassador for NADA. Next, Garuda Aerospace and Lockheed Martin has recently signed a drone deal. I repeat, Garuda Aerospace Private Limited and Lockheed Martin, that is of Canada CDL Systems, they together signed an MOU to integrate Garuda's aerospace made in India drones with the Lockheed Martin system, Advanced Uncrewed Aerial System, that is your UAS. I repeat, in order to integrate the Advanced Uncrewed Aerial System software solution, this is UAS, into the Garuda's aerospace made in India drones, this MOU was signed, and this will be for defense and commercial purposes. I repeat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently launched 100 Garuda drones in 100 locations across India, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni became the brand ambassador of Garuda Aerospace. Alright, highly important. So what you need to remember, that the drones of Garuda Aerospace will be getting a software that will be of Lockheed Martin Canada serial system. So basically hardware will be of Garuda Aerospace and the software on which it will be running will be from Lockheed Martin Canada serial systems. What these two organizations will do is they will work together to bring strong data processing capabilities. They will develop various algorithms. They will develop various applications for the sectors such as defense sector, your agriculture sector, your large scale mapping and industrial inspection. So how can these drones be used? For example, if we take an example of a drone only, that these drones will be able to easily transport medicines from one location to other location. If you remember, the first state that used the drones in their healthcare sector was Uttarakhand. The reason was that they were able to transport medicines and necessary parts or anything related to healthcare to from one location to other location. Even we saw that in different parts of the countries drones are being used for transport of the food, that means for the delivery of the foods, for the delivery of various online shopping materials that have you shopped online. So in order to do the delivery, these drones are being used. So basically, and even if you remember Varuna was a unmanned air vehicle that was launched by India only, and in that only a single person can be carried if they want to carry it, but it can be worked as without a person also, as it was remotely controlled. Alright, so coming back, if we talk about some of the highlights, under this partnership, both the companies will work towards building strong data processing capability and develop various algorithms and applications for the sectors such as defense, agriculture, mining, and etc. Alright, highly important. And also remember, drones falls under the aerial class of uncrewed systems, and so UAS software program options are required for its function. And I just told you, these UAS software solutions will be provided to the drones of the Garuda Aerospace by Lockheed Martin Canada serial system, and that is the reason we have signed an MOU with them. So hardware by Garuda Aerospace and this UAS software solution by Lockheed Martin Canada. Next, Jharkhand. These are the one-liners for previous months. Alright, Jharkhand and West Bengal has topped in the worst state list in terms of child marriage. That means child marriage in these states are high. Haryana government signed an MOU with Dubai for Economic Corporation so that they can help the Haryana state to develop up various better infrastructures. Alright, basically here will be for becoming a better, because we know in Dubai there are huge buildings, the infrastructure there is top notch. So in order to bring the same infrastructure to Haryana, this MOU was signed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared Modhera in Gujarat as the India's first 24/7 powered solar village. That means the only city in India that is fully powered by solar energy is your Modhera, and that is located in which state? It is located in Gujarat. Very important question, friend. This I want you all to take a note of this. Next, PM Modi laid the foundation stone of projects worth 8,000 crore rupees in Bharuch in Gujarat. Anurag Thakur inaugurated Water Sports Center in Himachal Pradesh. Highly important. Where will be this Water Sports Center inaugurated recently? It will be in Himachal Pradesh. Then Mumbai airport completely switches to renewable energy. And similarly, if you remember, Indira Gandhi International Airport was working on hydro as well as solar energy, and their aim was to become carbon neutral by the year 2030. Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated a SP conference at Deragaon when we're in Assam. Highly important, mark this also. I repeat, Amit Shah inaugurated SP conference at Deragaon in Assam. Next we are talking about Global Hunger Index. Very important, friends, take a note of it. First of all, you should know who released this. It was released by an European NGO, Concern Worldwide and Wealth Hunger Life. These two organizations came together and jointly published Global Hunger Index for the year 2022, which was the 15th edition of this index. The important thing that you need to focus here is that India was not happy when this index was released, because according to this index, India was ranked 107th out of 121 nations, because India thinks that they are performing really well on this index, but due to the report that was released, it was shown that India is not performing as good as they are stating it. Apart from this, if we talk about various initiatives and programs that were launched by Government of India to eradicate malnutrition
and the food crisis that is going all around the world, not just in India, such schemes such as PM Garib Kalyan Yojana, that is Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana was launched. Eat Right India movement, Poshan Abhiyan was launched, that is Pradhan Mantri overarching scheme for holistic nutrition. Then Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, food fortification, integrated child development service scheme. Even in Tamil Nadu, you remember there is a scheme, breakfast scheme going on to feed the government children, government schools, the pre-primary children with breakfast. So all these schemes will should enhance their rank, but as you see in 2021 the rank of India was 101 out of 16 countries, and now in 2022 the rank is 107 out of 121 countries. Even in, if we talk about from Asian countries, Afghanistan's rank is 109, which is the only country behind India. Even Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh were ranked better than that of India. So it was not a good report as compared to as justified by India. So India was not happy with this particular index. Even next report you see, if you combine, if you take a note and understand the data, that it is saying a report was related by United Nations. It stated that the number of poor people in India fell by about 415 million. That means from the year 2005-6 to 2019-21, from this period, the number of people who are poor in India has fell down by 415 million. That means the number of people who has money now increased, and means more money means more food security, and people are able to feed themselves. So this data should have been much better according to India. Alright, so this data, that is Global Multidimensional Poverty Index, that stated 400 million people in India have now been able to liberate from poverty over 15-year period. This data was released by Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative and the United Nations Development Program at the University of Oxford. And we know University of Oxford was the university that secured the top position in the Times Higher Education University rankings. Alright, highly important. If we talk about United Nations Development Program, where is the headquarter? New York, USA. And where is the headquarter for UNEP, United Nations Environment Program? Nairobi, Kenya. And where is the headquarter for UNESCO? The headquarter for UNESCO is Paris, France. Alright. Next we are talking about two organizations that together launched a report, that was Global Status of Multi-Hazard Early Warning System Target G. The name of these organizations are United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction and World Meteorological Organization. These two organizations released a report and stated, and this report was released on 13th of October, that is the occasion of the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction. This report stated that the number of, or the countries that have no early warning system for any hazard, say for example flood or droughts or earthquake, these countries are likely to have 8 times more casualties than the countries that have early warning system. Alright, these countries, those who do not have these early warning system, are not able to prepare for any scenario in the future, and but the country which have these early warning system are able to make predictions, and they are able to prepare themselves for the scenarios that may happen in the future, and that is the reason they are able to save a large number of casualties also. Alright, so remember these two organizations together they released the report Global Status of Multi-Hazard Early Warning System Target G. Next, a first dedicated branch that will be specifically to support the Bangalore startups was launched by SBI, and a similar kind of branch will be launched in Gurugram by SBI only. Alright, and it is to support the startups. In order to fund the startups at low interest rates, this particular branch was opened in Bangalore, Karnataka by SBI. Next, 17th Parvasi Bharatiya Divas will be held at Indore in January 2023. Important. Google launched a PlayPoint initiative in India. Government approved first suspension bridge, India's first suspension bridge across Krishna River. Important. JSW Steel joined the UNGC, that is United Nations Global Compact Initiative for Sustainability. Nagaland's Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio launched Universal Health Insurance Scheme. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has launched South Asian Geoscience Conference in Jaipur. Then Haryana topped the Public Affairs Index, and for Haryana we know E-Adhigam application, that is a tablet scheme. Then Chara Bijay Yojana, Mukhyamantri Bagwani Bima Yojana, all are from Haryana. Goa hosted the ninth edition of the World Ayurveda Congress and Arogya Expo in December 2022. And in Goa only Sauja festival is observed, and National Museum for Customs and GST is also is in Goa. Dharmendra Pradhan ji inaugurated Inventive in at IIT Delhi. Mark this also important. Next we are talking about foreign direct investment (FDI). If we talk about this FDI last year, that is we can say during the COVID time, India see a 80 to 85 billion dollar FDI in India even during the COVID time. But now a data has been released that stated that by the next 5 years, the FDI in India may reach up to $475 billion according to data released by CII and EY, that is Confederation of Indian Industries and Ernst and Young. They together released a report that was Vision Developed India, Opportunities and Expectations of MNCs. As we see, India is growing. We are seeing various initiatives in India such as your Make in India initiative, all right, ease of doing business, then Gati Shakti portal, then we have launched ONDC platform. So all these initiatives, and even we are seeing a boost in the startup culture. We are seeing more and more entrepreneurs coming up, and even the government is supporting the startup culture, due to which we can see the high amount of investment or even high amount of development in the upcoming years. Even there was a report that stated that by the year 2025, India will become the fourth largest economy. Now currently India is the fifth largest economy, but by the year 2025, India will become the fourth largest economy by surpassing Germany, and by the year 2027, India will become the third largest economy by surpassing Japan. All right, highly important friends, you should definitely know these data and reports. It can be asked in your exam and you should be well prepared for it. All right, next is who has been appointed as the interim CEO of Chief Executive Officer of Paytm Payment Banks Limited. He is Dipendra Singh Rathore. He was the current Chief Product and Technology Officer also of Paytm. If we talk about Paytm, who is the chairman? Vijay Shekhar Sharma. Where is the headquarter? Noida. And when was this established? In 2015. And Paytm played a very important role in the digitization process of India. Next we are talking about flex fuel strong hybrid electric vehicle. This flex fuel strong hybrid electric vehicle was launched in India, and it was launched by Toyota's Corolla Altis is the model of which this was brought, this system. And basically what this is, if there are two fuels A and B, this particular hybrid electric vehicle or this flex fuel strong hybrid electric vehicle can work on A fuel or B fuel, or either on both of these fuels also, or the mixture of both these fuels. So similarly, remember, this hybrid electric vehicle can run on 100% ethanol, as well as it can work on electric also. So that is the reason this was launched, and the model that was launched was from Toyota Brazil. It was imported, that was Toyota Corolla Altis FFV SHEV. Next friends, we are talking about first solar observatory that was launched by China into space. It was launched using Long March 2D rocket, and this satellite, that was advanced space based solar observatory, was named Kuafu 1. Basically what this Kuafu 1 will do is this will research about various phenomena of sun, such as your coral mass ejections, magnetic field, their solar flares, and all the data will send back to the earth. That is of 500 GB data per day will be sent to the earth for studying. This will be a 4-year mission. It was started in 2012, and $140 million was spent on this particular mission, or allocated for this particular mission. Next we will talk about sport, and that too cricket. Who is the, as you can see here in the team, it is a women's cricket team. Who is the captain of the Indian women cricket team? Harmanpreet Kaur. So remember, Indian women cricket team has won the 7th title for India for the Women's Asia Cup that was held in Bangladesh. They defeated Sri Lanka in the finals. I repeat, Indians women cricket team, that is captained by Harmanpreet Kaur, they won the Asian Cricket Council's Women T20 Asia Cup. This was the 7th time that India has won it. It was the 8th edition. That means a total of 8th edition has been played, out of which 7 times India has won this Asia Cup 2020 or Asia Cup. And for the year 2022, it was held in Bangladesh, and India defeated Sri Lanka in the finals. This was held from 1st to 15th of October. Next is 2023 Asia Football Confederation hosted by Qatar for the third time. Remember, Asia Cup, Asian Football Federation, Asia Cup. All right, AFC Asia Cup is held every 4 years. For the year 2023, it will be hosted by Qatar, and this will be the third time that Qatar is hosting this. As before this, in 1988 and 2011, Qatar hosted it already. Now, the news that you need to remember is that Asian Cup, the Quadrennial International Men's Football Championship organized by AFC, will be hosted by Qatar for the third time, and for the year, that means as it is held every 4 years, so 2023 plus 4, it becomes 2027. So in the year 2027, it will be hosted by India and Saudi Arabia. These among these two, one country will be hosting, but they both are shortlisted for the same. Next is International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. On 17th of October, we observe the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, and this is the 30th edition of this, or 30th anniversary of this day. Highly important, take a note of it. Then remember, if we talk about the theme of this, the theme will be dignity for all in practice. I repeat, dignity for all in practice will be the theme for the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. Next is World Food Day. United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization observes this day on 16th of October. Highly important. And the theme is Leave No One Behind. Leave No One Behind is the theme for the World Food Day observed on 16th of October. Next is your World Trauma Day. On 17th of October, we observe World Trauma Day. And remember, on 12th of October, we observe World Arthritis Day. On 16th of October, World Spine Day is also observed. So remember, on World Trauma Day is observed on 17th of October. So that's all for the day, friends. Now let's go for a quick revision. Railway Minister inaugurated first aluminium freight rake in Odisha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated 75 digital banking units to 75 districts of India. NSO released a report that stated Andhra Pradesh emerged as the top performer in agriculture and allied GVO. Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, FASAI and NFSU signed an MOU for setting up testing facility for dietary supplements. Garuda Aerospace and used their Made in India drones, and Lockheed Martin used their software so that these software can be implemented in these drones, and for this they signed an MOU. Global Hunger Index was released recently, and India's rank was 107 out of 121 nations, and India was not happy here. Global Multidimensional Poverty Index was released, and it stated that between the period of 15 years, India's poverty has reduced by 415 million. Next, UNDDR and WMO together released a report that half of the countries in the world have no early warning system, due to which they have 8 times more casualties. SBI launched a first dedicated branch to support the Bengaluru startups, and similar branch will be launched in Gurugram. Foreign investment in India may reach up to $475 billion in the next 5 years, as per the report released by CII and EY. Paytm Payments Banks appointed Dipender Singh Rathod as the interim CEO. Toyota has introduced India's first flex-strong hybrid electric vehicle. China launched the first solar observatory to solve mysteries of sun eruptions. Then India has won the Women Asia 2022 by defeating Sri Lanka. This was their 7th title out of 8 total editions played so far. Qatar will host the 2023 AFC Asian Cup, and India and Saudi Arabia are shortlisted for 2027. International Day for the Eradication of Poverty on 17th of October, World Food Day on 16th of October, World Trauma Day on 17th of October. Next, friends, it's time for homework. First question, what is the name of the India's first antidote against SARS-CoV-2 virus? Second, Nephew Review is the Chief Minister of which state? We just discussed this in video recently. Which city will host the 6th edition of the East Asia Summit Education Ministers meeting that will be held in October? Fourth, who is the president of the CSIR? And where is the headquarters of CSIR? Tell me that also. Fifth, which city was the venue of the heads of the Asian Coast Guard agencies meeting? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends. If you have any doubt, if you don't know the answer of any question, just Google it, research it, read about it, and then comment. No need to cheat, because it won't benefit you. Then next thing, remember, if you find the session to be interesting, all you have to do is comment below and let us know what are your views on such session. If you find this session interesting, do like the video also and subscribe to our channel. Alright friends, That's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.